We're here with Laura Hayes at the summit of Pikes Peak at 14,115 feet above sea level. Laura, this is the 100th running of the Broadmoor Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, brought to you by Gran Turismo. Conditions were challenging today. Can you talk us through your run?
Yeah, a little bit disappointed right now. I couldn't see anything. I mean, just like probably most everybody here. So it was tricky. Looked dry right off of the start line, so I turned DSE off right then. I was like, okay, I think I'll be able to send it a little bit, but couldn't see anything for a while, and then the fog cleared for a little bit, and then once we got back up into the top section, then the track started to get pretty wet, so decided to change traction control just in case on the way up, so I was a little bit busy, and then got up here into the final section. So I had a pretty busy week. I had to miss the last practice session, so I didn't get to drive the top section at all, and once I hit the top section, I mean, the clouds are here. I'm like, I can't see anything, so I'm just gonna bring this thing to the top. We have to race this car again in a couple of weeks at Road Atlanta, so I know I'd have a couple of people disappointed in me if I made a mistake and put it in the side of the mountain. So at that point, I'm like, let's just bring it to the top. So it was a little sketchy because the car was sliding around a little bit. It was fun car control as far as that goes. Not a fast run, but we'll try again next year.
Well, I think you can definitely take the top spot for busiest racing driver for this year's race. You just got back yesterday, right, from Watkins Glen at an endurance race. How'd you do there?
Yeah, so it was actually with MX5 Cup, so I'm running that this year in conjunction with the hill climb and the endurance racing that we're doing. So on Wednesday after practice, hopped on a plane, went to New York, and ran MX5 Cup, and it was a lot of fun. There was some carnage, avoided that, so we went home with a clean car, and we're actually going to be heading to Road America next weekend. So I think we'll get to enjoy the Springs for a couple of days and finally get some sleep. I think I got about 2 hours of sleep. Got into Denver last night around 11 and went straight to the mountain, and so then we'll, like I said, be at Road America next week, so it's pretty busy for us right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You had this car here last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked earlier, you made some refinements to the car, some big upgrades before peak week. Did those upgrades and refinements really help you through the qualifying and rest of the practice days and today?
I think it did. So prior to the hill climb week, we were down in Daytona running a 14-hour race, and the car did really well there, so we came back home and put the big tune in it. I have no idea what horsepower is in it. If you asked me, we didn't get to put it on a dyno or anything, but we put carbon fiber doors on it, lightened the car up by several hundred pounds. So as far as that goes, just little upgrades. It has a better suspension package versus last year, and I was feeling good on qualifying day, practice day. We were 5th, I think, in qualifying and 4th on the practice day, so the little car was holding its own, and I was really hoping to go for fastest woman up the mountain this year, but Mother Nature decided maybe next year, so we'll try again.
Absolutely. Well, it's a beautiful car. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for this year's race?
Oh, absolutely. So first off, I have to thank Winslow BMW of Colorado Springs and Greg Randolph. He threw the green flag down there for us. He's the sweetest guy, and he's the one who has allowed me to even be here. So I got to be the pace car driver a few years ago. I got to run the street car up the hill, and when I got up here, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. I need to make this happen. So Winslow BMW decided to be pretty cool to latch onto a race car. So we've had them on board the last couple years, and of course my Thunder Bunny Racing family. Without them, none of this would be possible. Hoosier Tire. So the rain tires, they did pretty good. The slicks were awesome this week. I wish we could have run the slicks up the hill. Century 3 and Hawk brake pads for helping the car stop pretty good up the hill.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations for making it to the summit again for the 100th running, and we hopefully will see you back here in the future.
Yep, thank you guys, it was awesome. you.